Yo, yo, yo. So we're gonna hop right into this one. I'm short on time, so this one will not go over 30. It might not even hit 30 depending on how the battles land. Um, a little tired. It's later in the day as I'm recording this, so this will be a chiller live. I'm not sure how in depth the analysis is gonna be. We'll see as I go along. There'll be some, obviously, but maybe not what you're used to as far as the thoroughness. Um, so let's look at this. What we got? Um, hmm. Swords Dance. We force a Terra and Swords Dance is Valiant, and with Rocks up, there's nothing that can stop it except Tusk or a random Terra. So ideally force that as early as possible. And this again a wrap. So let's see if we can do such things. Samurai's core purpose is to kill everything on his team. Like it's super weak to Samurai. Um, Tusk has no switching either. Gambit is good too. Gambit's really good. Really, really good. Terra Fairy on this, so it's really good. Depending on what the Pult is. He transmit. It's a good check for Pult and Goldango. But yeah, we're leaning towards the Valiante here. I don't have... Why do I have Ceaseless Edge and Knockoff? Where's Sacred Sword? What kind of trash is this? So I can't 1v1 his mindless Samurai lead. Actually puts me in a really tricky spot. Like Samurai is not a great matchup for me. Like this is actually a very bad situation for your boy. Fuck. I actually have to lead Tusk. This is so whack. Thankfully he didn't lead Samurai. I don't think he sashed then. His points is yeah, okay. I'm gonna need those. So U-turn, so be it. Here comes the Samurai. But yeah, me not having. It's always an annoying thing when you know what the opponent's gonna do and you can't do much about it. So I have to position myself to where the Great Tusk is hammering away at my opponent. If it's Scarf, because my Heatran is good, but we know how ladder battles go. It's mindless, ceaseless edge 10 times out of 10. But I can't. I need some damage on this so my Great Tusk can kill it. Just don't know if Heatran gets one shot bites. I doubt, unless you're like Life Orb or something. I doubt you one shot me. So let's say he ceaseless edges the first turn. Me not getting rocks though is really kind of annoying. What am I supposed to do here? Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all. Now I could change my game plan and go towards the Gambit, especially because I just saw a U-turn. That's likely a choice. And my team has no good water resist, so there's really no reason not to just go for Razor Shell. So what I'm gonna do is he ceaseless minus ceaseless edge. So I get the earth power damage. He's really weak to my Samurai too. I might lose my Heatran here. I don't. Okay, blessed. All right, blessed. Okay, excellent. Get us Pedestra. I don't think he's. I'm adamant too. What the fuck is this garbage? I should check these sets. When I import these teams. So we just Magma Storm here. Oh, he goes Tusk. That's so great. I don't know why he did that dumb shit. I think he choiced Samurai. Him going Tusk is so great. So great. So great. So let's say he rapid spins here and I knock him out. clearly does not want me to have these rocks up. Does rapid spin free? Oh, whoa, I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Doesn't matter though, I just rock spam. 5%, yeah. I just rock spam. And then I go to Samurai and Aquajet. Well, at least Aquajet comes in clutch here. What? Samurai Adamant fucking... I am highly disappointed with you. Rocks rapid spin. I probably hit long rush. That's annoying. Aquajet did 24%? What kind of Great Tusk is this? Now, again, my Gambit has been opened up tremendously. Him having all those hazards do matter, but he's going to have to sack his Dragapult or Goldengo to my Great Tusk when it comes in. And as long as I can force the Tera early, man, those rocks I worked so hard for. So it goes to Polt, which is interesting. I mean, you have to go for Draco if you have it. See right here, this is why I needed the Tera. Because right here, Valiant could sweep. But Samurai's actually more valuable than my Goldengo. Plus he has the Draco if he has it. You go to the Dragapult to U-turn. Unless that was banded U-turn. That was a god-awful play. Awful play. So I'd assume Samurai would come in and he'd go for the water move. But yeah, my Samurai not having what's it called? What's that move called? Sacred Sword changed this entire game. Aqua Cutter, yeah, excellent. I'm not sharpness. He's Scarf for sure. What Aqua Cutter do? What Aqua Cutter do? 75. Because I know he doesn't want me spinning. Let's see if it does 75. He should go to Polt, but he might leave this in. Ice Spinner. Actually, his Ice Spinner isn't as strong as Knockoff. Because he's probably thinking, well, this bulky Tusk, which would never die to Aqua Cutter, and then you'd let me spin and get away all my hazards. Well, I mean, you could leave the Samurai in, right? But I'm not spinning. Like, if it's banded Polt, again, I don't know why he'd go to Polt to U-turn on my Samurai the first time. So I structured this game in a way where I assumed that the Tusk would have died to Aquajet. When it didn't die, okay, so I forced the Tera, which is what I've been waiting on. So now it's game time. Now it's game time because he can't go for. He can't go for. Yeah, I just need to get my Valiant's timing right, and how can I do that? What can I do to do that? Because I just need one Swords Dance and this game is over. But for that to happen, I need certain conditions met. I also can just Tera my Gambit. As I said, I just don't. Gambit with the hazards up. So I'm guessing he's going to Shadow Ball lock here. Oh, he's banded. There's no way you're killing Great Tusk with U-turn unless you're banded. That's kind of good. So Tinglu comes in. I don't know what his Goldengo is. I can't play a Goldengo versus my and I can't risk him whirlwind spamming. So if I go to Goldengo, and you know what I could do? I actually don't need to Tera my. I don't need to Tera my So what I can do here is do this. So shadow ball spam here. Oh wow. But my Goldengo Terra flying, because if all I need to do is get him to dart to dragon darts with his Pult, and then I Swords Dance and I should sweep him. Now my only qualm with that is if the Dragonite has extreme speed and I don't get to Terra Steel. So that's like my thing, but you know, I'll have to make do. So I think if I Shadow Ball here, Shadow Ball, and okay, it goes D-Knight. I'm actually glad that he went D-Knight. I'm probably faster than this. And the D-Knight was the only thing on his team that could. Now, it does mean the Gambit isn't as lethal as it could have been. So I recover here. What did he go for? Fire Spin, interesting. That's interesting. So he does have some weird shit. Yes, the darts. Now that happened, I think that guarantees the victory. I just recover here. I think, what could he knock me out with? He has the darts. I recover though. Yeah. Then I go Valiant and Swords Dance. And that should seal the deal because he doesn't have any priority and is banded. So this is the condition I won't admit. But yeah, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap now. What? How the fuck? What kind of shit is this? Oh my god, bro. I might have just lost. Depending on what this Goldengo is. Shit. How? How though? How, Sway? You better kill this. Do it to a KO this. Flinch him. Don't even get no fucking damage on me, bitch. How? Bruh. That just took a +2 knockoff from Valiant. Now, this might have Will-O-Wisp. I mean, what could it kill me with anyway? If it has Will-O-Wisp, then it's a guaranteed win anyway. So, bruh. I'm a Sucker Punch anyway. Yeah, in case it had Focus Blast. Man, what the fuck? How did that take? Bro, you see this dumbass shit I'm talking about? This is where my rocks would have been clutch. +2 knockoff does not kill a Goldengo set. What kind of garbage is that? That had to have been absolute max Goldengo. +2 Valiant, and Valiant's attack kits is far better stat. Look at that. That's coming off 700 plus attack. Super effective knockoff, and it didn't kill. Oh yeah, this is a mistake. Like, I'm truly upset by that. From a principle standpoint. Like what? What the fuck kind of Goldengo is that? So roughly the same amount. I'm gonna need these points though. So apologies. But now my Samurai set is fixed. So I can do great things. What else was not in? Yeah, that game was just like some goofball shit. The Fire Spin Dragonite probably could have caught me off guard given the wrong situation. Valiant's really good here too. Really gonna come down to whether or not that Zapdos statics me. And I think if that doesn't happen, it sweeps. Force the Terra early, obviously. Just like last time. If we can do that, then we're Gucci. So we'll keep that tucked. Samurott is inevitable. Samurott is inevitable. It's inevitable. Heatran is really fucking problematic. Like, Heatran is really, you're gonna see it. You know, it would be problematic if I hit Magma Storms, but you know, we know how that goes. What can I guard against though? I'd say is Enamorus is a really big issue to switch into for me. And because he knows that, I'm wondering whether or not I kind of have to Samurai lead, even though I don't want, because my issue is that if I Samurai 1, I give up my Sash 2, his Polt gets to, if he leads the Polt, if puts me in an awkward spot because it's gonna U-turn out into Zapdos, and if I switch, he's gonna go in Amorous. Now I could go Goldengo on the Enamorous Tera and make it rain. Let's see. So he asked for Zapdos. I'm actually really happy to see that. I'm concerned about him volt switching because I just realized I don't have a ground immunity on this team. I'm really concerned about him volt switching. So I'm very tempted to go pivot back to Tran. I mean, go Tusk pivot to Tran. I think based on how many Samurai, I can't risk this fool going for. So what I'm gonna do is go to my Goldengo mid ground on a volt switch potentially, and what that allowed was, if he did pivot to Enamorous, he's not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the role on that. So, I'm not sure on the role on that. I actually didn't think he'd be faster than me. So he's a good bit of speed, which is good to know. As he outs for the Gambino. Here comes Enamorous, which is annoying, but I'm gonna let the timer go down in case he thinks that. In case he thinks, well, I mean, you could pivot to Enamorous to scout for Focus Blast too. What I can do is go Samurott that covers for the Enamorous double and for. Yeah, I really do this, guys. I really be doing this. I really be doing this. Please get the drop. Whoo! The drop don't even matter. You should fear this young Aquajet right now. Yeah, give me that. Give me that! Give me this now! So this is big. He does have Volt Switch. I got a lot of mileage just now. If he does Volt Switch, the Zapdos remains weakened for my Gallade thing. Should Tera and kill this bitch. Stupid fucking Pokemon here. The issues with the speed tier, I don't have the. If I miss, I'm done. And then he can start. My Heatran's type actually matters a lot. I don't want to Tera this. Yeah, I need to work on the speed tier of this team. Oh no. I wonder if he'd Moonblast. Moonblast doesn't make a ton of sense. If he does, I'm done. Yeah, I figured. Actually, that was a misplay. I shouldn't have went Samurai out there. Damn. I guess I get a kill here. I do have that going for me. What do I do here? Ice Punch. Ice Punch is best. I didn't think he'd go Slowking. Because I wanted to knock there, but I'm like, there's no way he goes Slowking. But then again, he might think I'm special, so why not go Slowking? Ice Punch did 26. Knockoff is a good deal stronger. Man, I could have knocked there. Knock was probably the RM. I thought he might go, but why would he go Great Tusk on a Valiant? I didn't think that through. Actually, that Ice Punch was a very bad play. I might have just lost me the game. One, I thought Slowking Galar would take more. So I was like, okay, well, I can show Ice Punch. Then it might be over for your boy. Oh my, well, he's gonna knock me out 1%. Yeah. There are a lot of things that didn't go right for us here. A lot of simple rolls that if they went our way, him going Zapdos was the worst play of all time. If I did not get paralyzed there, this is a different game. This is a very different game. Please, for the love of God, Great Tusk. Alright, okay. If I didn't get paralyzed there, very different game. Now, his Zapdos getting sacked there is a big deal for me. I'll have to outplay the shit out of bro right now. Okay, so Moon Blasts. We always just Katao. I mean Ironhead. There's nothing to predict. It should go hard Tusk, which is what I want. I mean, if it's defensive Tusk. Yeah, it's Earthquake. Nice spinner here. If he rapid spins, great. Because I can potentially counter sweep him with my Gambit, depending on how he plays. And depending on what his sets are. But the big thing was me not killing his Slowking. Please Tusk. Yes, that's good damage. That's good damage right there. Ice Spinner. That's good damage there. But I lost this one though. And Amorous is a huge problem for me. This team isn't very good. I'd edit it, but I don't give a fuck enough about this team. I'll not use it. I won't use it again. So, but I can see problems that, yeah, man, I was bound to get parried sooner or later. My Heatran has no speed, so I wasn't gonna outspeed that. But I don't like how I'm having to play out of my mind versus simple shit. Like Enamorous, I have to double around and make a million predictions and da 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 da. If Slowking died, this is a different game because then my Valiant's alive for the Enamorous, which just naturally outspeeds. But me being forced into Valiant wasn't ideal. So I'd have to have something else for speed. Maybe making the Goldengo Scarf would be better here. Or just switching the Goldengo out completely. Probably just making the Scarf, truth be told. Oh, a Scarf there would have been good. But looking into this one, very similar win con with Valiant. I'll have to deal with his own. My Goldengo is handsome as hell. Though he has a Hoopa on bound. Heatran fucked the last guy up too. Yeah, I need to check these teams before I use them. I need to check these teams. I did not like how weak to Enamorous or ground I am. I might not even need Gambit on this team. I don't know. But I'm not using it again, so fuck it. If you guys want it, definitely make some edits. It doesn't have good defensive synergy. Like offensively, it's pretty hard to deal with, but to switch into things, you don't, and that's not okay. So phase 1's gonna involve. I'm actually surprised by Lando. I think Rotom was a far superior lead. Maybe he thought that no, there's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this lead. There's no excuse for this lead. So this is ladder, and 10 times out of 10. Bro either leaves his Landers in here. Yep, which I could have killed. Yep. And does some stupid shit like that. I'm gonna Ice Spinner because it should be Dragapult / Goldengo next. I knew I could have killed his Landers. Awful play by my opponent. I mean, just awful. Just awful. But it gives me a lot of data. I don't think he thinks things through critically. Because why would you lead the Landers if you were going to be willingly sacking it? Like, you definitely scout. I knew he wasn't going to scout because he's not thinking. Which I wish I thought about. Or I just Ice Spinnered his phone. But how could I have known that? Right? Like, come on, bro. That's like a basic Ice Spinner. Like, you know, it's not. Like, you have a million counterplay. Not a million, but, you know, he had a few counterplays to just sacking the Landers, which is a relevant sack. Like, if you look at his team, you look at my Gambit, you look at my Gambit, you look at his team, you look at his team, you look at my Gambit. It's not a pretty sight. And if you look at Ceaseless Edge, so now I forced the Valiant in, which isn't even a good matchup versus the majority of my team, unless there's something. So he goes Hoopa on bound. I'm assuming expecting my Goldengo. The reason this is interesting is because unless I'm missing something, he shouldn't be able to kill my Samurai substitute. It's very interesting. Okay. Does this have something I'm not aware of? So we'll just get these mindless Ceaseless Edge spikes up. Now, if I lose my samurai here, it blows. For sure. So Tera fight is going to be Drain Punch. So I forced the Tera, which is great. That's great, actually. Really pleased with that. Okay. Very well, very well, very well. So I've shown Ice Spinner. And I've shown... I haven't shown anything else. I've shown Ice Spinner and that's it. Tera fight. So nothing else can Tera mean once my Gallade gets going. My Valiant gets going. Well, yeah, because his Valiant isn't even scarfed. I mean, it's not... It could be scarfed. But it's not booster. It could be scarfed. I'll have to see. I have my Tera in hand. So my best play here is... My best player is the Headlong Rush anyway. I know Rotom's likely to come in. But the rocks don't matter versus my team. Actually, it's better for me to just remove this thing's item and reposition my gold and go. Is it better the rocks here? Go Heatran and rocks. Are there any relevant KOs that secures me? No. Unless it's the same gold and go as that bullshit I faced. What I'm concerned about is if the Hoopa can touch my Valiant. And his substitute or Drain Punch. What else could it have? Is it just Dual Stab? Because if it's dark stab and can't touch Valiant, then it's SD fodder, right? But I want to make sure that that's the case. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Part of me, nah, I'll be fine. Lack of data is gonna hurt me, but it's boots Hoopa. My issue is that I assume it's what? Space Fury? I'll Shadow Ball here. I'm faster than it. Interesting. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I need to make a relevant calc. How much does +2 Valiant do to Iron Valiant? OU Swords Dance +2. What's my timer at? 60 seconds. I'd assume that his moveset is not psychic. I mean, if it is psychic, then I'm done. And I'll just take the L. Because if I CC, I lose the boost. If I CC, I kill this. If it's psychic, it's psychic, so be it. So the spikes matter now. Now I should be fine. It depends on what his Valiant is. Because he shouldn't have any priority moves. So I forced a Tera. I Tera Steel here. Knock? Because if it is a speed tie, and he's... Yeah, because if it's specs, then I knock, he can't knock me out. I think knock is always a Tera Steel knock here. It's Choice Scarf. I won the tie, and then I should be able to knock him out here with Ice Punch. If I don't, okay, all right, I'd be very upset if I had knocked him out there. I'm like, what the fuck? So that was the best possible play, because if he did lock himself into Moonblast, and Moonblast didn't even do half, so actually might not have mattered. I thought Moonblast would do more, but knocking there was the best play, because if he spexed the moon and he goes for something other than Moonblast, I'm fine. So knock off. I guess it's close combat. Knock this out now, and then I suppose the Dragapult could be like Sucker Punch banned, but that should be fine. Good game. I'm not saying GG until the game's over, my friend. until it's over. Because he could technically pull something off, maybe. Depends on what his Hoopa was. I mean, you misplayed a ton, which helped you in the beginning. Like, especially versus my Tusk. Like, my Tusk could have just killed your Landers and been at full. So, but I don't know. It depends on what his Hoopa set was. He had a weird Hoopa set. So it was a risk versus reward situation. Like, I could go Valiant and risk it, right? Because the thing is, if he switches but I'm not even mad at him sacking Hoopa because my Gambit could really run up on him depending on what his sets are. Like, my Gambit could really run up on his 6 and clobber him. So it always just depends on what the sets are. Right? If my Valiant wasn't physical, like let's say my Valiant was special, and I went for Calm Mind, and he didn't go Goldengo, and I start Calm Minding up, and his Hoopa couldn't touch my Valiant. Like, he's in trouble. Or if I go Valiant and Terra Steel and start Calm Minding up, let's say I have Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, then he's gonna get swept as well. So it's a catch-20 when you don't know sets in Pokemon. So, you know, it is what it is. I had some fun, but 30 minutes on the dot. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Gotta go. Peace.